Does your stomach ever feel so gassy? It's sort of like this balloon. You think your pants are gonna pop? You're not alone. Or you're so gassy that your stomach starts making noises like, right? And they go puttering away. But 4 women know exactly what I'm talking about. So when are you most gassy?
Oh, I wake up in the morning, every morning, feeling gassy and bloated and backed up. It's really uncomfortable.
So when do you normally suffer with gas?
Practically all day long, but mostly after I eat.
I get a lot of pain in my stomach. Like, it feels like a rock band's going on in there. And then sometimes when I'm just sitting at my desk, I can't help it. I just let it go. My coworkers are like, are you kidding me?
How does gas affect your day?
Oh,
Wanda?
it affects me all day, every single day, and it becomes such a problem. I just wanted to pack up and leave.
So come on over here, a little
Okay.
demonstration.
Okay.
And this animation, I think, will be helpful for you to understand this. And it all starts, of course, with the food you eat. It doesn't have to even be the wrong food. You put food in your mouth, it goes down through your stomach. See how it's sort of moist? Go ahead and feel that. How would you describe that to everybody?
That's gross.
Yes. And of course, once it's in the stomach, your body starts to digest it. It goes into the small intestines from the stomach, travels through there, gets digested. Body takes everything at once, and then it dumps the waste material into the colon. But you know what? Unfortunately, one man's waste is another man's treasure. Bacteria love that waste in the colon, and they begin to attack it, they eat it, and they give off gas. Then the question is, when that gas is being made by the bacteria, it begins to fill up like that. And it gets pretty large. And so large, in fact, that you gotta wonder, where's that gas gonna go? See it leaking out? So where does the gas go? Any thoughts? I got an idea for you. Once you identify that you got an issue with it, then you gotta be thoughtful about what kinds of products are causing your problems. It turns out not all dairy is created equal. These are the sort of low-risk categories. These are the least worst offenders. If you're going on a first date, you can eat these things. Aged cheese, sour cream, whipped cream, butter. These things are not bad,
Good.
right?
Okay.
Now, when we head to the middle part of the table here, that's when you sort of want to carry some of this air freshener with you. Just in case. So ice cream, pudding, goat milk, more of an issue for a lot of folks. If they don't have enough of that enzyme and this lactose sugar builds up inside the intestines, believe me, those bacteria will go to town on you.
Really?
And over on this side of the table, this is when you want to make sure there's a bathroom nearby if you're not sure that you've got the right enzymes. So yogurt, the eggnog, that chocolate milk, and regular old milk, they've got lots of lactose in them. And so as you move up the table, you got to be more thoughtful. Starch. And it's starch because whole grains produce a lot more material that goes down to the lower intestinal tract so the bacteria can eat it. Whereas refined foods don't have that staying power in our intestine. So although it's better for us to have whole wheat pasta, it does give us more gas. Other gassy starches include potatoes and beans. So again, they're not bad for you, but they're bad for your flatulence. Not all fiber is absorbed by the body. And so the bacteria feed on whatever fiber we don't absorb. And much of the fiber is in the skin of the vegetable or the fruit. And that's one of the reasons that pears are a problem for us. Pears, by the way, also, they have about 5.5 grams of fiber in them, which is quite a bit. But they also have some sugars that aren't completely absorbed, which is why pears can be natural sugar, but it can be deadly still. Carbonated beverages. First of all, we do swallow the air. That's part of the problem. And although we don't get rid of it all from above, some of it accumulates. We try to get rid of as much as we can. When we drink through a straw, that makes it even worse. Added sweeteners. It's not even from sucking on it. These have natural sugars in them and added sugars. Sorbitol is a good example. And sorbitol, which is, sort of related to a sugar, can't be completely absorbed. And because it can't be completely absorbed, it passes into the small intestine and then into the colon, and guess what? Both in candies and in gum, the bacteria feed on it that I showed before, make a ton of gas, causes a little bit more of that bloating that you guys are complaining about each other so much about. So our first gas-busting solution is for all of you who wake up and they feel gassy and then they can't go. And the gas-busting solution is pretty straightforward. It's called the magnesium nightcap.
Okay.
You're gonna do it the night before.
Okay.
You take 2 tablespoonfuls of magnesium powder, like that, right? You dump it in about 3 ounces or
It's
more.
like a science experiment.
It's like a science experiment. And we're gonna pretend that you are getting ready to go to bed.
Okay.
And it starts to bubble in there. That's pretty
wow.
intimidating, isn't it?
Yeah.
But what I love about this, and go ahead and taste that, it's a
Okay.
little tart, so it'll sort of snap any thoughts you might want to go down and get a snack.
Oh, it is tart, but not bad.
Yeah.
No, not too bad.
I like the bubbliness of it.
I
It's
do
a nice
too.
little ritual. You start this at bedtime, and by the time you start your day, you will have a flat belly because you're not going to have any problems going in the morning.
Oh, okay.
So all you've got to do is take my 4-seed chew. It's a mix of 1 tablespoon of anise, fennel, caraway seeds, and dill. So we're gonna open up this box and just go ahead and add your dill and the caraway. I'll add the anise. Now put the whole thing in there.
What's in it?
Yeah. What you're gonna do is make one of these cans for yourself. The property of these seeds will help take care of some of that spasming that you get in your gut. And that's why it's given to so many folks after meals that are more likely to produce gas, which is why I want you to take it the same way. So, teaspoonful in your mouth, and you'll never know about it. It'll be all done. The gas buzzing solution here is called a simethicone strip. These are available over the counter. These little strips, go ahead and taste that one right there.
Okay.
They have flavors to them. They actually melt the bubbles in the colon. That little strip is incredibly effective. We use this in the hospital.
Oh, yeah?
Because, patients don't want to have a lot of gas. They really get
No.
uncomfortable if they had an incision or
Right.
recent surgery. So we give them simethicone strips if they're gassy. It's incredibly effective. The gas-busting solution for you, and maybe the most valuable of them all, is a probiotic supplement. And I'm going to walk you all through this. When your body doesn't have enough of the good bacteria, then it sends out a signal that you got a problem. So literally, you get bloated, you get lots of gas.
Oh, boy.
Probiotics help maintain the natural balance of organisms in your intestines. So you get to grow the right bacteria, it helps your digestive health, and you thin down again because you don't have gas that's standing up like this. So I actually recommend for most of you a daily probiotic. It's a great
Is there
alternative.
food with probiotics,
Yeah, there's
naturally?
kimchi, there's some
Oh, okay.
sauerkraut, some yogurts will have live bacteria in them. The amount we get in
I
our
like
bodies,
yogurt, yeah.
they're all great for it. And I want you to have those foods. But sometimes you just don't get enough of it.
Okay.
So if you're not getting enough probiotics from your food, then you probably want to turn to a supplement. Be sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss anything. And remember to check back often to see what's new.